Good morning. Well, I showed you earlier a rusty old C-clamp that I had purchased recently, and I made a little progress on it. The big brother to this 4-inch one. It's a nice 6-inch steel screw PS&W item from Southington, Connecticut. This company was established in 1870, operated until 1950 when they were sold to Billings and Spencer. I'm sure you're familiar with their other tools. This nice item was patented in, it says June 5th, July 10th, 1888. I really was conflicted. I wanted to do a paint job on it, but this is such a beautiful wrench in its natural color. Gonna keep it there. I'll save the painting for something later on. Here's another item I picked up that I finished a little differently, a Jorgensen Clamp I'm sure you're all familiar with. After I cleaned it, I wanted to give it sort of a natural rustic look, so I made up a paint, just a small amount of paint mixed with mineral spirits and made sort of a stain and painted the item along the inside part with the stain and the exterior part, and name I highlighted with a silver to give it some contrast. Turned out quite nice. This is a heavy-duty clamp. Jorgensen's still a quality item. Here's a Dayton item. Don't know much about the history of it, but interesting looking item with the nice screw handle on it. This item was made by E.C. Stearns and Company in Syracuse, New York, and that was called a skeleton handle. It had a skeleton key type turning handle on it. Stearns made loads of items. Here's one of the interesting items, a push mower. Boy, I used one of those as a kid. Never want to see one of those again. I had a big yard to do, but hey, it was my job. Anyway, they had a huge catalog, made items, employed several hundred people. They started in the 1850s, and at one time I saw where they were employed about 375 people in the 1890s, expanded operations to France. They made everything, just hundreds of different items, automotive, you name it. But this is just one of their little items that they sold. Here's an interesting item made by the Colt Clamp Company in Batavia, New York. And it operates a little differently. I'll try to show you how it works. It's got a sliding bar, and then you turn this clamp to tighten it up. And let me tell you, that thing's got a grip on it. If you got a piece of wood and you get it too tight, you're going to leave a mark on it. It's got huge clamping force. They made these clamps in short lengths, long lengths, different handles on it. But this is the only one that was really something different and quite a nice item. Haven't been able to find out any information on this clamp. Nice wooden handle. You turn it to activate the clamp, and it's got a strong grip to it too. No markings on it. Have no idea of the manufacturer. That's all I have in the way of clamps. Don't have a lot. Just kind of gotten some interest in them myself recently. I'm definitely in love with my new one. It's the nicest clamp I think I've ever seen. Had a lot of style in the old clamps.